Live from the historic Ham Building in St. Paul, it's the Haberdasher's Couch. I'm Kendrick, inviting you to the show, starring Heimie and Dorset, featuring Todd Walker, also featuring Amye Scharlau. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Heimie.
Happy Fashion Friday. Welcome to another show, the Haberdasher's Couch, where I don't have to pay somebody to listen to you. And I tell you what, I got Mr. Keith Dorset here talking about summer essentials for summer. The temperatures are rising, right? The snow is melting, and we have to start thinking about a new perspective in our closets. Because I started to do it too, Keith. I bet you did too.
I love your optimism.
I see you dressing for success every single day.
But I'm also dressing for this cold weather. So
it's snowing today, actually. But we thought we'd bring you a little bit of sunshine today and talk a little bit about summer essentials. And whenever we talk summer, we talk linen and cotton, right?
Yeah, it's both durable, comfortable,
washable,
cool,
right?
Protective.
But then there's merino wools, Super 120s.
Yeah, but you know,
it's tropical wools.
It's more psychological with us now. We have seasons here.
When you say wool, it's to a Minnesota. It's like
oh yeah. No. There's them's fighting words. Yeah.
So, Keith, what you got on the couch?
For the folks that are traveling or going to sort of semi-formal, linen jacket.
So if you had one linen jacket in your wardrobe and it was that color, Keith, wouldn't you say that pretty much all you need for the summer for most folks, right?
Yes.
Let's see how much fun he's having. He's off in wardrobe land. He's off creating
in warm land.
He's creating outfits before my very eyes.
Hey man, Man in White has nothing on me.
She really, well, she
has a lot
in some cases. So you're saying we could take a jacket like that, and if we had a linen jacket and a few, can you show the pants and that green shirt too?
So what we did is a sateen 5-pocket
stretchy stretch material. Yep.
So it pairs up.
I like that. So you could actually, if you're going on a trip, you could pack 3 shirts like this, a jacket for your main component. It's still cool if you're on a boat, right?
Yep.
So you can wear that in the morning time.
Little white.
And a nice little tee, huh? A little polo.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Polo tee.
Did you buy that this season?
Yeah, now I got to get some muscles to wear it.
So we got long sleeve linens, cottons, polos, stretch materials, linens. That all adds up to fun and sun.
And comfortable. Durable, and that's what we can use. So
and
it's
then
really good.
I asked you out, you were inside the custom room earlier, the Stylabella book.
Yes.
Can you just flash that real quick? That is basically some of these, right?
Yes.
Some of these outfit choices.
Right, and so these are your lighter weight wools. So this is your summer weight wools that travel really well.
Right.
Really are light, a little tighter weave.
I like that cloth.
And some of the cloths that you can do. Weddings, a lot of weddings and things are happening. So this still keeps you comfortable.
Okay.
Some of your classic pinstripes, 8 millimeters.
Right.
And so that's just a lot of, we're getting ready for it.
Okay. And we're seeing a lot of custom pieces go through the door. We're making a bunch of sport coats. Top sack weaves, nice tropical wools.
Yeah, because I think a lot of guys people are just really looking forward to the seasonal change.
Right. Good.
And a lot of celebratory events. We just came out of a month where there were more events that were donation driven, fundraisers and what have you. And then now we're going into events that are outdoors, a little bit more fun. Things, Kentucky Derbies, a lot of weddings,
Derby season.
So,
Keith, anything else you want to say to your your adoring fans out there?
My 2 fans? I love you. No.
We'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us on the Haberdasher's Couch.
It's Todd About Town, Todd Walker, entertainment, travel, and more. Hey Todd, what's new?
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to another show, The Haberdasher's Couch. You don't have to pay somebody to listen to you. And I tell you, Todd listens to me, and do I pay you? Yeah, I pay you. Todd pays me, I pay him. Anyway, it is March Madness. Todd About Town is here. You loaded up the dossier today, my friend.
Well, March is a big month, and there's so many different things that happen in March. I mean, we've got March Madness, we've got St. Patrick's Day, we've got the Sportsman Show, all these different things. And I thought, you get your calendar out. It's the beginning of the month. Put these things down. Be sure you hit them. And you go to them, and I've talked to many of you out there that have been watching the show, and you really do like kind of that calendar of events because it's not a lot of places have that
So
anymore.
we're explaining art, culture, music.
Yeah.
Culture could be dance.
Yep.
All this stuff. But topping it off, we got Rock the Cradle, March 12th at the Children's Theater Company.
Yeah, so this is an annual event that they do. If you have young kids, man, you should just put this on your calendar and do it. It's really a fun event. They have activities for the kids. They have just great entertainment for the kids, music. They have a DJ. They have bands, and it's just a fun time.
Disco and story time.
Right, and it's free.
It sounds like your Sunday.
Yeah, there you go. So it's free. So I just definitely would suggest that you put that on.
I'm in the free line. Okay, that's good. And then that's at Rock the Cradle, so that'd be
Minneapolis Institute of Art.
Minneapolis Institute of Art. Okay. Northwest Sports Show. Didn't that show used to be in St. Paul?
There's two of them.
Okay.
There's this is coming up first.
Right.
This is the Northwest Sports Show.
Right.
This happens at the Minneapolis Convention Center, and it's happening on March 9th through March 12th. It's $15 to get in, and it's anything outdoors, anything sporting, you are going to find here. And they even have like this massive fish tank when you come in. Yeah.
So $15 for that. And so do you think that the outdoor sports in Minnesota, we that's our tradition.
Correct.
And you being out there and meeting people, talking to people, has fishing, I know fishing and hunting is diminished.
Yep.
As far as like licensing is concerned.
Right.
But other sports that people are doing are...
Actually, during the pandemic, it was interesting. A lot of people got their fishing license. That was like huge.
One thing you could do.
Yeah, huge number of people went out. I think it was the largest increase that they have ever seen with people that went out fishing. So I think that's going to be great for the sports show as well. But outdoor activities-wise, I think people, because of the pandemic, do want to get out there and do things that are outside.
So... But then you say, let's play Hockey Expo at the St. Paul River Center. What's going on there, Todd?
All right, so, this hockey in Minnesota is huge, right? But then this just takes over. This takes over the XL Energy Center. This is the weekend for it. This is the high school hockey tournament, and some great teams. Last year's winners back, but they do this Let's Play Hockey Expo, and it is really fun. They have all these different areas where you can do slap shots. You can do all these different tricks and learning how to be a better skater and be a better shooter. And they have products. It's really cool.
How are they coordinating that with the state hockey
It's
tournament?
at the River Center. The expo is at the River Center, and then the hockey tournament is at the XL. So this is
they're joining.
Yep. So when people, it draws, of course, the same crowd. So people just absolutely have a great time and do both.
So parking, come early, stay late.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Right. So then we head all the way into St. Patrick's Day. I know you like celebrating St. Patrick's Day at the Landmark Center on March 17th from 12 to 1.
Right. Now, so this is a little more cultural. So this is just now where they go in and they do everything, anything Irish. And it's more educational. People come in, they learn about, St. Patrick's Day and what's happening in Ireland. So that's happening at the Landmark Center. And then the blowout is the St. Patrick's Day Parade, which happens on St. Patrick's Day on March 17th. And that goes pretty much all afternoon long. Yep. And that starts at Rice Park and goes to CHS Field. So it'll be right out here, out in front of the store, and then it will go right down to...
What do they do at the CHS Field?
That's just kind of where the ending is. And they kind of want to dump people out there, so go all the clubs and stuff. So that's definitely a fun thing to do. So we've got you set. We've got you set through March. Let's hope the weather gets a little bit warmer. And
Wait a minute. Do you feel lucky? What's going on with this?
Oh, did I miss one?
Do you have to go to?
Oh yeah, Lucky Palooza.
Do you have to be lucky to go to the Palooza?
Okay, this is actually a Saturday, March 11th on 7th Street, and this is a big party. They close down 7th Street. Thanks for noticing that.
Right.
And they close down 7th Street, and then they just it's a party from one end to
Right.
the other. So it's really fun.
And then on number 8 of today, folks, is Todd's taking another trip. He's going to Norway.
Yes.
You lucky bugger.
Yeah.
I was in Norway when I was in the Army,
Okay.
and I spent time in Oslo and Bergen.
Yep. I'll be in both.
Yep.
I'll be in Oslo. Yeah.
And then Torpemone, which was a smaller village up in the mountains that we actually skied and stayed in the mountains. We dug ourselves in. We stayed inside snow tents. It was crazy cool.
Well.
And the stars.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
When I was in Norway, I couldn't believe the stars at night.
It's going to be an interesting
Right.
time. So we'll chat all about that.
So then we're talking, when you come back, we're going to talk about what you wore, how you packed, what you ate,
Yep.
where you slept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you the whole thing. Give you the whole rundown.
I'm looking forward.
All right.
Todd, we'll see you when you get back.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Thanks, Rick.
Hello, I'm Amye the Hypnotist here at beautiful Heimie's Haberdashery, and this is Coffee Talk. Today, I have a special guest for you. I have Larry the Chefalera. Now, my mom always told me that you should talk to your plants and that you should touch them nicely, and I always thought that this was sort of maybe a mom thing. But recent evidence shows that sound really does affect your plants. Specifically, something between 115 and 250 hertz, which happens to be about the range of the female voice. If plants get that sort of level of sound, they grow better. This also happens to be the level of sound that they would hear in nature. They are very sensitive to negative sounds as well. If you play sounds of, say, caterpillars chomping at plants, honest to goodness, the plant will start to stress out and won't grow as well. They also enjoy music. Specifically, they like classical and jazz. There's a plant after my own heart. Now, plants also they're not conscious, but they are sensitive to sound. And it turns out that it's no accident why plants' roots end up wrapped around the lines of water lines in yards. It's because they are literally hearing, well, not hearing, but sensing the sound of that water, and they're growing towards it and wrapping around those pipes. Some really interesting recent studies show that if you play music or the sound of water, plants will actually start leaning and growing that direction. So these little guys in our house are actually paying more attention to us than you might think they are. So go ahead and talk to those plants, and I'll see you next week on Heimie's Haberdashery and Coffee Talk.